How do? Welcome back. It's a Saturday. The sun is semi-shining. We're in the middle of August. Probably saw from the graphic. We're in Daventry. Probably got that as well from the graphic with our good friends Gav over there, trying to find the entrance to this pub that he's never been in before in his life, despite having lived in Daventry for a long time, and his lovely wife Liz, and my wife's back, as you can see. Yeah. So Daventry, Northamptonshire. Never been before in my life. Looked to be about 15 pubs for us to take on throughout the day. So we're doing what we do. We've got Gav to bring us to the outskirts, to a housing estate called the Grange. And the first pub of the day is going to be the Pike and Eel. I mean, it could probably use a little bit of help with the sign, like maybe correcting the bits on it. But these are the housing estate pubs of the country, and half the time these are some of the friendliest boozers we ever find. So stop number one, Pike and Eel. What I said to you, isn't it? These places are, sometimes like housing estate pubs get a bad reputation, and you know what, I really like housing estate because they're some of the friendliest pubs you can ever go in a lot of the time, and this one's no different. Really friendly place. It's massive in here, like so much go table, plenty of football shirts that are keeping Gav happy, all up around the display. Apparently the new landlord has been here 7 or 8 months or so. He's a Birmingham City fan, but don't hold that against him. It's a nice, clean, tidy, friendly pub, dog friendly. And it is a very decent place for us to start, you know, bring on the rest of the day. Housing estate pubs. So we've come from one housing estate onto another one. This is called Stefan Hill housing estate. But they're salt of the earth pubs and people. Pool table there's got loads of space around it. Everyone is in there is really friendly. You can watch the sport. No real add-on, bog standard beer choices, but that's what you would expect to find, because that's obviously what most people around it would want up on a housing estate pub. Good prices, friendly, honestly, great place for us to have started. So let's hope this one is following suit. This one, the Peppermill. So yeah, up on Stefan Hill. It's very, I mean, this one looks nicer from the outside. It's obviously a nicer looking building. But yeah, never judge a pub just for its exterior. So stop number 2 is the Peppermill. This one's equally as beautiful inside as it is from the outside, to be honest. It feels very modern. It's very, very clean here. So obviously got hiring it out for parties and things as well. So it's very quiet in the mid-afternoon when we're here. But it's a beautiful looking pub all round. Got a couple of real ales on. Got a Doom Bar and Atlantic Pale on there. Steak nights, curry nights, carvery that comes out of this wonderful serving area over here. And if you come on through to the back room, you will also find pool table and a Skittles table. Yeah, very nice, very well presented pub. Very friendly. 2 housing estate boozers, 2 completely different housing estate boozers as well, but both equally good. Dav's doing all right. 3 out of 3 in Gav cabs, bringing us round to the other housing estate called Ashby Fields. Yeah, it's nice being ferried around. I do appreciate it. So this one is the Queen of Hearts, Marston's, big looking family eatery type Marston's style boozer by the looks of things. Nice looking from the outside though. Stop 3 then, Queen of Hearts. This one looks kind of what you'd expect it to look like inside. It's quite smart looking. 3 ampoules on at the moment, Bombardier, Pedigree and Wainwright's. But it's a typical eatery Marston style big pub. Yeah, that's not what you'd expect. Right, 4th housing estate, 4th boozer of the day. This is the estate that Gav actually lives on, so he knew where this one was. Middlemore is the name of the estate, and the pub, Middlemore Farm. 2nd Marston's of the day, old farmhouse building. Gorgeous looking old farmhouse building. A load of dogs in the car park as well, which is always nice to see. That is quite an impressive looking old farmhouse. So let's get ourselves inside and see what it's all about. You can tell this is an old farmhouse. It's absolutely gorgeous inside. There's some of that though. Got an absolutely beautiful use of a stunning old farmhouse, turning it into this. Sometimes I'm not that impressed by Marston's and what they do, but honestly, this has been decked out absolutely beautifully. It is absolutely stunning looking inside. Really, really nice. Very impressed. Right, a real cab. Didn't make Gav drive here. So after a real cab ride, we have made it into Daventry Town Centre, where everything now should be quite walkable. Apparently, it looks a nice little town. A bit of a market cross type bit, look. And a church. But our first pub in the town centre is going to be this, It's a craft union. And it's called the Plume of Feathers. So it's stop number 5. This one's got to be one of Daventry's oldest pubs for sure. Like you come through this front, and look, old stone, mind your head beams, things like that. It's a craft unit, so plenty of screens all over. Couple of ales on, and craft union-y type establishment. All the good deals and things that you would find in craft union pubs going on. And then if you come out to the garden, there's a good garden space out to the rear as well. Cheers. So a nice little town centre garden bit with a TV screen. Not bad. Yeah, the Craft Union, definitely one of Daventry's oldest pubs. Obviously popular. Craft Union, they're always cheap pricing. So they're always popular. You can watch all the sport and things in them. And they do exactly what they found in Tim, really, Craft Union pubs, don't they? I don't dislike them. I said we really didn't like them when we first started this journey, but we do quite like them now. Walk just up from where, that's basically there at the ends where Craft Union was, and we're going to Casey's Bar next, which is in this gorgeous looking building. Also an Indian in here by looks of things, called Maharaja Jar. I hope I said that right. Just Maharaja. Yeah, I didn't say it right. Okay, Maharaja. But Casey's Bar then is our 6th stop of the night. Gorgeous building. Okay, so it used to be it's a former priory, which makes sense, but where it's situated next to the church or whatever. And I said the outside of this building is absolutely stunning, isn't it? Beer wise, again, there's not much that, as you can see, sets my world on fire in here. But it's been very nice. It's been reopened about 3 months apparently. So very nicely kitted out, very nicely decked out, and very smart in here. What can I tell you? So 3-minute walk up the road. We turn the corner. We're going to leave the thing called the Lion till last, because that is the late opener around here apparently. Obviously getting fruity in Daventry already. It's only just gone 7 o'clock. Yeah. So this one's called Chasers. This certainly looks a lot busier than the one we've just come out of. Big music pumping from the outside as well. Chasers Bar and Lounge. Big old looking place. Don't know what it used to be, but it's quite a grand old building again. So there you go, Chasers. 3-minute walk up the road, and that is stop number 7 of the day. Much busier than the last one. Loads of screens for the football. Everywhere you look, you can find a screen and stuff. If you want Thatchers in here,
we've got everything.
There is a good old selection. Yes, Thatchers Gold. It's a nice enough looking booze. Yeah, very busy. Very compact. Plenty of people watching the football. Yeah, but certainly a lot busier than the last one. Obviously, it's quite difficult filming. It's such an enclosed space in there, so I didn't get much good footage, I suppose, in there. But we sat in a beer garden there. It's a big space out here, and there's even a TV so you can watch the sport while you're sat out here. So that's pretty cool. But stark contrast to the pub we were in. Literally, the 3-minute walk around. It had no one in it, bar enough, to something as thriving as this at the same sort of time of the night. Tells you who's making more effort, doesn't it? Come straight across the little shopping precinct, loads of kebab shops, things like that. And it's one of the lounge brands, so we know exactly what we're getting with this, don't we? Viento Lounge, this one's called. I can almost tell you now what I'm going to say when I get in, because there'll be lampshades, there'll be garish paintings. I could probably tell you the beer lineup if we wanted to. But yeah, cafe bar, food's all right. Let's go in and do it. Viento Lounge is stop number 8. When I'm right, I'm right. Garish lampshades, odd paintings and decor, same as in all the lounges, but it's a small sized lounge compared to most of them. I can't really tell you much more about these now. I think it's probably the 35th lounge we've done so far. Walk under the little shopping precinct called Foundry Walk type thing, onto what used to be the London Road. This would have been the main through road, so Gav tells me, from through to London. And the pub, the next one, is a sports bar called Slimjyms, and it is over here in this corner. So stop number 9 of the evening is going to be Slimjyms. I might not be expecting an awful lot. It's only 7:30 in the evening, well nearly 8 now, but there is already a Oh, the things I do for you. In fact, considering the piles of sick outside, it's much cleaner and tidier and nicer. Yeah, so it's, yeah, pool tables and stuff all along. Not an awful lot to write home about on the bar itself. There is Doom Bar if you really want an ale on the keg version, but that's it. Sports bar, innit? So yeah, there's not an awful lot more I can tell you. It's a sports bar, plenty of pool tables. So at the sports bar, honestly, it wasn't too bad in there. It's loads of pool tables, nice staff, and not too bad. But 100 yards down the road is Daventry's newest pub, the Ale Pole. Obviously, it speaks for itself, really, doesn't it? Ale Pole. So nice, loads of lovely doggies. It kind of speaks for itself, what we're going to be expecting in here, I would say, the Ale Pole, and I'm quite looking forward to this one. There's this, and then another micro pub company just along the street called Early Doors, which I'm also very much looking forward to. So the Ale Pole is up next. Yeah, I thought I was going to like it. I do. I really like it. This is well up my street. Fantastic selection of casks, ciders, and keg stuff. You're all right. Don't worry about me. It's a really cool, sweet little place, this. It is absolutely brilliant. And it's actually deceptively large. It's not just all about that front room, look. It goes on and on, all the way up to the back, up there where Gav now is. They've got us a table. Oh, that's it now. Yeah, it's a lot bigger in here than you would expect it to be. It's really cool. Like, this is tip top. It's a bit of live music and stuff going on down there, but that is an ale pole, circa 1883. And as soon as I've read what that is, I will let you know. What a top place the Ale Pole is. So yeah, Daventry's newest pub, and honestly, it's absolutely, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. The beer choice, fantastic. Staff are lovely. Landlord team, absolutely superb. They've only been there 4 months. They're doing a really fine job with that. Absolutely loved it. But I did take a photo of what the Ale Pole actually was and is, so I can read it to you. A bit loud in there for me to say, so bear with me. Ale Pole, or ale stake, was a rudimentary sign used in England in the medieval period to indicate that a household had brewed a fresh batch of ale. In drawings from the period, it is usually depicted sticking out of a window or hanging from a house like a flagpole. In those days, all beer making was domestic, but houses that built a reputation for the quality of their brews might invite other people of the village to come in for a drink. Hence the term ale house. If the house also supplied wine, a rush of evergreen was tied to the pole. What a super little definition. So that's why it's called the Ale Pole. Oh, of all of the stuff I've done, I never knew that. I think that's a great little piece of stuff to know, isn't it? So yeah, the Ale Pole. Fantastic. Best pub so far. Go straight down the bit that we've come, and you have to turn down Prince William Walk, and you'll get to Early Doors, real ales and ciders. Just following Holly's looking at house price. Everywhere we go, Holly looks at house prices.
It's just a weird thing. It's a curiosity. They vary so much.
They certainly do. Here we go. Early Doors. Early Doors micro pub. 11th stop of the day. Let's face it. After it's going to take a lot of beating from there to come anywhere tonight and me be that impressed. But again, this absolutely brilliant. Fantastic little place. So, absolutely super little ale house, look. Plenty of... I love the fact that you can see all the barrels and stuff in there with a really good set of stuff on. Plenty of ciders. Soft drinks. Plenty of ales on. I've gone for this in here. Nice to see. A little bit of craft. But it's a fantastic little place, and the toilet is the door from number 10 Downing Street, as you can see, which I absolutely love. Because let's face it, yeah, that's something a bit quirky. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Not very big, but micro pubs are. It's away, hello, hi. But yeah, what a wicked little 2 in a row, absolutely tip top. Once again, I've lost Holly's. I mean, to be fair, he's quite a cool cat. I think it's. Excuse me, cat. Show us to the next pub. I'm fine, thanks. It's actually not far to the next pub, but yeah, again, Early Doors, pretty wicked. Absolutely love the last 2 we've been in. Good beers I've had in both of those as well. A little bit of craft. Whew. It was nice to find because the beer thus far had been pretty slim picking, I'll be honest. So it's nice to find some really good beers in two really, really good places. As far as that to walk, I literally started filming as we came out the back of early doors, and this one is called the George, and it's this just here. Feels like a late night party pub type place. I can feel some beats going already. So up next then the George. It's pretty much what I thought. It feels like a sort of a younger late night sort of pub. The big quality's definitely gone down. So you've got the this and bits like that. No ales. Watch the sport and stuff in here though. Got a pool table. Got a blue BK. Yeah, after I couldn't go back to drinking that sort of thing. So walking around the corner, so and everything and early doors are all up that street. So we've come back round the corner, and this is an old coaching inn. Most definitely an old coaching inn called the Dun Cow. It's right opposite Wetherspoons as well. But we're going to do this one first because Spoons is always open late, aren't they? So make sure that we get into this one. So the Dun Cow, I think, is our 13th stop of the day. Really a mega old coaches. You can see by the little bits, can't you, as you walk through that, yeah, clearly an absolute super little thing. I'm being called to sing. Karaoke time. Karaoke went very well, even introduced that to them. But yeah, I love a pub that does a bit of karaoke, as you know. Proper old school looking pub. I mean, they have run out of Carling. I mean, however would I live? Yeah, wicked little pub. I really like this one. It's actually even got a super little back table. Something. It's definitely an old coaching inn, this. But I love the fact they've got karaoke and stuff on. That old fireplace, that's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Yeah, actually, I really do quite like this one. Definitely spent a bit longer in there than intended, and may have sung my little heart out several times. But right opposite is Spoons. Samson's Head Inn, the Wetherspoons. So let's get in there. I've got one left after that. Mid-sized Spoons, this. It actually is deceptively large from what it looks like outside, but it's sort of two separate bits. So it's an old pub that's obviously been extended and had extra bits added to it. But it's a Spoons, isn't it? Guest ale on today is that Durdle Door, which I've gone for because obviously I've not had that on my Untapped at all yet. So I've had that. But I mean, that carpet is ludicrously bad. Yeah, it's Spoons, isn't it? But it's all right. Apparently there might be karaoke at the where we're going, the Lion. Might be karaoke. So Gav says there might be karaoke still at the Lion. Hey, I'm up for another sing. That's happening. Last pub of the night, which means it's an official big green tick on the completion for Daventry is the one we left till last. So we town centre a bit just over there. It's that lit up building, the Plume of Feathers. Started there. We walked up around that way and have been around the town on the tour with you that way round. So we knew this one was going to be up late, so we said we'd leave it till last. So this is the Lion, and it's stop 15 of 15 for Daventry. Let's get it done. Loud. No karaoke. It's not really my cup of tea. Here's what it is. I'd rather have karaoke. So it's Daventry. 15 for 15 for the day. Can you have a good night in Daventry? Yeah, I think you can. We've had a nice time. Got a couple of absolutely belting micro pubs, as you've seen. A little bit of craft beer in those. Bit of a party atmosphere going on the rest of it, and a bit of karaoke. I mean, what's not to love? If you don't already subscribe, please do hit subscribe. We really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next weekend for yet more adventures.